My name is Vincent Diomede. I was electrician mate second class. When I got to the Harwood, she had just come back from a cruise, so she was like almost empty. And they walked me down in the compartment and said, whatever one doesn't have laundry on it, because they cleaned all the laundry and piled it on the bunks. Whatever one doesn't have laundry on, that's an open bunk and you could take it. Now the Harwood wasn't a big ship, with all the big ships, but when I saw her, boy, that was the biggest ship I ever saw in real life that I was going to walk aboard. It was really, really impressed. I was impressed. And I thought, when I went aboard, even though I had gone to A school, I wasn't put in the electricians gang. They put me in a damage control gang, and in that for 3 months, and cleaning the compartment, by the way. But and what happens is you find out about the different compartments, how to work the pumps, how to firefight, how to save the ship if you need it. And everybody that came, I thought, went through this damage control training before they went into the department that they were working in, which I thought was a great idea because everybody had a good idea of what was going on. It was an interesting. The compartment we lived in was the M division, all the boiler techs and the machinist mates, and the electricians had like an alley that was just electricians, and most of them guys were all friendly guys. They got along very good with almost everybody. There's always one bully. There's always one, there's always one. But I had very good friends on it. The electrician gang, they had been together for I don't know how long, so they were like a pretty tight clique. And I was like the new guy. But eventually, I went and did my job, and we all got along, I guess, except for one. Well, this one guy was a little short guy. He was a little, I think he had a Napoleon complex, power and all. We were same rate, same everything. And he would come up with stuff, and I'm easygoing. Do whatever you want to do it. Don't just, I would never confrontational. And after about a year, we were pulling into Boston and hooking up some shore power, and had newer people than me there also. And he tells this young fellow to come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. And by the way, everybody has a trigger. No matter how calm you are, there's a trigger inside of you. And this Wilson pushed the trigger. And I couldn't take it anymore. I just gave him a big roundhouse shot. So hard I knocked him up against the bulkhead 3 or 4 feet away. In fact, he was laying there so long, my mind process says, now what am I going to do? I knocked him down there. What am I going to do? And I jumped on top of him. We had this fight on the main deck. It was a big, big fight. And we ended up only with our pants, ripped shirts, everything. The chief tried to grab me from the back like this. I pulled my elbow back to throw a punch. My elbow hit him in the nose. He ended up breaking his nose. They had to take him away. It was a big fiasco. It wasn't a fiasco. It was a fight on the main deck. Division officer was up there yelling and screaming. Finally, they contained us. After they contained us, the 3 guys were holding him, 2 or 3 guys were holding me, and the division officer talking, whatever. And Wilson, the guy released, I could feel the guys releasing me also. They released him. Well, he reached over and gave me a shot. Right across, my glasses went flying into the water. So he got his one good shot in. And, well, so what are we going to do to get 5 days restricted to the ship? 5 days restricted. Said, well, since he punched back, he got 3 days. I started. It was only right. So restricted to the ship. I went down to the sick bay, told him, I have no glasses. I can't see. Well, they called the division officer who gave me 5 days restriction. He's got to go home and get glasses. The division officer said, what do you mean he needs glasses? You see that bulkhead? The hospital corners, you see that bulkhead? He said, yeah. He said, well, he can't see that bulkhead. He's got to go home and get glasses. So they gave me 5 days leave to go home and get glasses. It was an interesting life on the ship. We talked whenever we had to talk and not talk. And a short time after that, a short time, maybe 3, 4, 5 months, I got transferred to the Yosemite. So, you know, there was no goodbyes, there was no nothing. I packed my stuff, said goodbye to everybody else. But the funny thing that happened is that we went to a ship's reunion in, I think it was Niagara Falls. We had a ship's reunion, and he was there. And the two of us shook hands and let bygones be bygones, everything. Now we're older men. In fact, at the last ship's reunion, I heard he passed away. And, you know, we lived together on the ship, so he was a shipmate, and I felt bad that I heard that he had passed away.